Alright, no more wheelies. Alright, let's talk about the real subject here. Basically, this is a response video to the Fobra, who you all probably already know, and if you don't, now you do. So basically, he made a video about the CBR500R, double R, I don't know what it's called. The new CBR500 taking over basically the starter bike series. And I have to say, I do agree with him almost completely on the subject, because here's the thing with the Ninja 250 and the CBR 250. You're gonna get tired of it. Most people do. Okay, maybe if you live in the States, most people are probably gonna get tired of it. But if you live in another country where, you know, that bike is actually considered a good sized bike, and your speed limits over there aren't very high, so I could see people wanting to keep that bike for longer. But here in the States, I mean, our highway speed limit is like 70, so I'm not saying that those bikes can't do those speeds, but it's just like, it's a lot of strain on the kind of bikes. So, but those bikes are great for commuter bikes, perfect gas mileage. You can't really beat it unless you go with a scooter, but who wants to do that, really? Alright, so basically, I think the new Ninja 300 trumps the CBR 250 completely, because now it's fuel injected, it's got more horsepower, and the price is like, what, $400 or $500 more? So why would you go with the CBR 250 now? If you got it beforehand, then I can see why you got it, because it was better than the Ninja 250, but now the CBR 250 is completely like, it's trumped by the Ninja 300. The Ninja 300 is just, it's a better bike all around. I'm not gonna get right into that too much because I don't want to piss too many people off, but that's just my opinion. So I think the Ninja 300 and like the CBR 500 are both great starter bikes, because you're not gonna have a ton of horsepower, but you're just still gonna have enough to hit practically any speed that you need to hit. I mean, I think the Ninja 300 will probably do like, I think it's like 110 or something like that, and the 500 will do like 115 or whatever. I haven't really seen the specs, but that's just what I've heard. So, yeah. So, how often do you really need to do more than 100 and anything, really? Really, practically, like practicality, you don't need to. Realistically, you don't need to. But we do ride motorcycles because most of us want to go fast, and yeah. Like my Ninja 650, the fastest I've ever gone on it was actually down when I was in Key West, and I hit 138 on the highway, which is gravy for me, because I don't really need all that top end. It's nice to hit 100 on the highway because you can pass practically anybody. But 140, like, who really needs to do that, honestly? You don't. I just did it just because I was being a douche. But yeah, I think the CBR500, just like he said, it's a great starter bike, and the best thing about it is you're not going to outgrow it really fast. Kind of like with the Ninja 300, you'll probably outgrow that one maybe a little faster. You'll want something a little bigger. Like maybe the next step up would be my bike. But I bought my bike because I don't really like the feel of a Super Sport. It hurts my wrist, and my back really starts to cramp up after like 45 minutes to an hour. The only Super Sports that I have ridden is I've ridden a CBR 1000, and I've ridden my buddy's CBR600, and I've ridden the ZX6R, and I rode a Gixxer 750 once. And they're great fun bikes, like I said, but those are not really starter bikes. a lot of people just buy them, and you know, if you take it easy on it, you can start out on a bike like that. But the CBR500, it'll give you that power and everything. So, and I mean, if I would have gotten, I had a CBR250 beforehand, and keep in mind, I did take that bike from Florida to North Carolina and back, which was 1,500 miles round trip. So those little bikes can do long distance riding. You're just gonna have to get used to you're gonna be in like high RPMs, pretty much like on the highway and everything. But what was I saying? I don't really know. But yeah, when I had my CBR250, if I would have bought a CBR500, which if I'm not mistaken, I think they're only like $1,200 to $1,500 more than the 250, which really isn't a whole lot of difference. But if I would have bought the CBR500 instead of the CBR250, I most likely would still have it right now, is what I'm getting at. So, yeah, I think the CBR500, if anybody's considering that, is a great bike, starter bike. And also, I do still think that the CBR or the Ninja 300 is still going to be a great starter bike also, because you're still going to have the power, and you're still going to have the top end. It's, I mean, not like fast, but 110, 115, whatever. That's faster than you're ever really going to need to go, unless you want to lose your license, which is very possible. Down here in the state of Florida, if you are caught doing 30 miles per hour over the speed limit, you instantly, without question, your bike can be impounded and you can lose your license right off the bat for up to 30 days. Not making this shit up. That's like saying if I was in a 45 like right now and I'm going, what, 70? If I was going 70 in this right now, and wait, what am I doing? 45 to 75. I'm thinking 25 over. But if you were caught doing 30 over, which is 75, which I'm doing 65 right now, that's 20 over. Yeah, I'm just passing cars though. But if you're caught doing 30 over down here in Florida, you can instantly lose your license for up to 30 days, and your bike can be impounded, or your car, or whatever you're driving. They have the right to do that. So I try not to speed too much. If I do, I keep it 10 over or below, and it's not bad. So yeah, like I said, back on topic, the CBR500 or the Ninja 300 are both going to be great bikes. The CBR500 probably is still a better bike for the price. You're only paying like, it's only like $1,000 difference between the 300 and the 500. I like the styling of the Ninja 300 better though. I do. I don't know. I just think it looks like more sporty. Looks like a sport bike. I saw a girl, me and my buddy were riding yesterday, and I saw a girl on a Ninja 300, the green and black one, and when I first saw her, I thought it was a ZX6R, to be honest. It's kind of hard to tell. And then when I got up closer to her, you know, I saw the 300 on the side. But both great starter bikes. If you're out there looking for a starter bike, or you just want to downgrade, or you just haven't ridden in years and you want to get back into it, they're both great bikes. So yeah, response video, and Defobra, you guys know who he is by now, right? Seriously, quit fucking with me. You guys are assholes. Alright, yeah, link to his video in the description, and I was gonna be out. This guy's a douche. Paramedic, bro, what are you doing? Idiot. Pure fucking idiot.